Okay, so today I'm going to be filming my crystals and rock collection. I've been into rocks my whole life pretty much, but it hasn't been until recently that I've really kind of gotten, even more into them and buying them more often and kind of learning about different rocks and how they're made. And so it's been really fun and exciting. Just kind of a new hobby that my daughter and I really enjoy. So I'll start right off with my calcite collection. I have quite a few calcites. They're probably my most favorite. I don't know why. I just am gravitated towards the calcite and all of the beautiful colors. So my first one is this green one here. And I actually got this one for Christmas from my mom. And I put it on the coffee table and I stare at it all the time. It has all of these different variations in here. To me, it just looks like a big chunk of ice, or just kind of if you froze ocean water. It's kind of what it reminds me of. And that's probably why I like it, because it just reminds me so much of the sea with the green. And then, when you're sitting seaside, you can see sometimes when the sand kind of gets caught in the waves and the current. It reminds me so much of the sea that I love it. And it sits on my coffee table and I stare at it all the time. Next in my calcite is this orange one that almost looks like soap. It's very cute. I don't know, I love the texture of it, and it's not a worry stone, but it almost seems like it kind of would be. But it fits in the palm of your hand nicely. It's supposed to promote sensuality. I don't know about that, but I just kind of thought that was really cool. I like the shape. I love the color. I just love the translucent look of the calcite stones too. I don't know. I just really like those a lot. Next I have the black calcite, and I just got this one, and this one is supposed to keep negative energy away from you if you carry it with you. It's kind of shiny. I don't know, it's not really picking up on camera so well, but just picked up one of those because the guy at the rock store that I visit, he kind of talked me into it, and I thought, well, since I'm really into rocks recently, I better have that one. So next I have my selenite wand, and this is, if you're familiar with rocks, this is kind of the all-purpose stone that anyone that has a rock collection will either have spheres of this, or, the big chunks, or a lot of times I have some that are polished, and you can kind of throw those in a dish of rocks. And my understanding is they're a cleansing rock, so if you put them in with all of your other rocks or near other rocks, they're kind of going to cleanse the bad energies from them, if you will, which some people argue that all rocks are neutral and they don't have neither bad or good energy. So, but yeah, I like it. I love, again, the iridescence to it. It's also a very delicate rock. It's probably one of the rocks or minerals that you can break the easiest, so you have to be pretty careful with these, and they will dry out also, so you kind of have to pick them up from time to time and just kind of get some moisture back in them with your hands. Next is probably my second most favorite rock, and this is green opal from Madagascar. And it has kind of a really light texture to it. Almost looks like a dragon's egg to me, although it's not a dragon's egg in stone terminology. It's just this very pretty, of course, we all know that I love that chartreuse color. And there are some translucent pieces in here as well. So, I don't know, it's just really pretty. As soon as I saw that in the rock store, not the one here locally, this is a pretty rare stone. I have not actually seen that before in any stores. And then when I did research a little bit more when I got home, I found out it is a little bit rare. So, love this one, green opal from Madagascar. Next I have my blue lace agate, and I'm really not sure what the meaning behind the blue lace agate is, but I really just love that color. It's that periwinkle color. I have a little Buddha statue next to my kitchen sink, and he sits in there with my selenite wand, and just the color of it, every time I look at it, it makes me kind of happy inside, so pretty cool. Love that one. Next I have my ruby in Fuchsite, or Fuchs. Fugite. So this one almost reminds me of turquoise. It kind of looks like a little eyeball in here. And this is from India. And it has flecks of ruby in here. So what's really cool about this stone is if you take it in a dark place and you shine a black flashlight on it, the gems in here will actually glow. So it's really fun. It's really cool. The kids love that. Pretty cool. I just probably another favorite one that I set this one out and display it because it's just so cool. Kind of a fun little conversation piece too. These two are my Amazonite. I have one that's polished and one that's in the rough. Again, I really am just drawn to these, or to the Amazonite. One, because I really like the name, and two, because of the color. Again, it reminds me of the ocean. I'm a huge fan of the sea in Jamaica. I feel like Jamaica is my second home, and so when I see these types of color that just look so similar to the sea, I'm always gravitated towards them, or always gravitating. But beautiful. I carry one in my purse, and then I have one by my nightstand. Next, I just have this rose quartz. I don't know, quartz are really great neutral stones too. They're kind of something that most people have in their collection if they have a rock collection. It's really good for kids that need some extra downtime, and it's kind of calming, so it's a good stone to maybe keep in your kids' room. I'm like I said, I'm not sure about all of the healing purposes of stones, but this is just the reference that I have for you. Next, I have this citrine, yellow citrine, and I absolutely love this. There is kind of a rainbow inclusion in there somewhere. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. It's right in there. It's probably not going to pick up because it has just been raining for days. And I carry this with me just in my pocket, and it kind of, I feel like this was made for me. My thumb fits right in here, and it just fits in between my hands like that. No one can even tell that I'm holding it. I just think it's really cool. I don't know, just gives me something to do if I'm sitting and kind of just feel all the textures on it. I'm probably going to wear it down quite a bit from carrying it in my pocket. Anyhow, this is supposed to promote prosperity, so I picked this one up because, as some of you know, I'm starting a new adventure in my life, so prosperity is always good. So we'll keep this in my pocket, and I don't know, just really like it. And next, I cannot for the life of me remember the name of this, and I couldn't find it anywhere. I picked it up just because I loved the color variation in it, and there are, oh gosh, it's not shimmery, but there are a lot of jade greens and some turquoise colors in there. It was just really pretty, and there's like a little bit of purple veining in there as well. Can't remember what that's called. Just really liked it. So all right, well, that is it for my rock and crystals collection, and I'll see you soon.